This is one of the projects I'm going to do with scrappy fabrics, little pieces of which I have many. I used to keep them all in a box, and now they're all over the place because I've got so many. This is one I'm going to do today, or work on, and it was some nice old linen that my daughter actually found. I think it was like a bag or something. It is a very nice linen, so I made it into a pouch, or I am making it into a pouch, and this will be for the holidays, Christmas. And I've started to do the edges like so, and I've made a little patch that says Noel. It's just layered. I'm going to put a button on there later, and so I'm going to do the edges, finish the edges like this, and I'm going to make a tie for it. And I thought I would use perhaps this by folding it and sewing in the seams like that. I'm not sure which way, but I'm going to put it maybe under there and wrap it around. No, it won't fit, will it? I'll have to go some other way. Anyway, I'm going to play with that. That's an idea. I could just put a tie going from, say, here. Let me just see how that would look. I have to play with them to figure out how they're going to be. I could stitch it on the back, say it's already a tie that's finished, so I could stitch it there, and then I could put it here. Then I could put a nice button here, and either wrap it around the button, which would be nice because it'll be a lot narrower. So I could wrap it around the button, or I could make a buttonhole in this, which I don't want to do really, or I could sort of just make it into like a loop to go over the button. So I'm thinking about that. So I'm going to work on that, and I'll come back and show you how I'm doing. I'm just putting some finishing touches now to this bag. I've made the edges nice. I've done that fold over treatment, and I've decided what I'm going to do to close it, which will be a button. And then I have some old red tape and a couple of strands, because this is Noel, Christmassy. I thought I would put some of that, and I'll sort of twist it a bit. So the first thing I'm going to do is just sew the button on, and I already decided where it's going to go and which button. I have a jar here of bigger buttons, bigger old buttons. I mean, they're all old, but that's what I'm going to do. So I'll show you that, how I did that. So this, let me check this. It's going to go right there. There. So just put that there so I know what I'm doing. And this is going to hold Christmas gift tags. And I've made a few of those, and I'll show those to you in a minute. Maybe I'll go this way. Seems to be easier. Okay. Just making sure that I'm not sewing through to the back as well. I've got this really old linen thread that I'm using. And here's my button, and I'm just going to put it through. Make sure I put it through both holes before I do anything else, because otherwise I get it all messed up. Okay, so that's going to be there, and that'll be great. Now just make sure I haven't got hold of something I shouldn't. Okay, so here we are. It's kind of hard to get inside there. Let's see, there we go. Okay, so I've got that. Now I'm going to just sew through here again. And the knot will hide underneath. And then I'm going to put it through here again. And through there again. I like this button because it's just 2 holes. These 2-hole buttons are from the 1930s. This particular one is. Okay, so now I'm going to wind it. I call it wringing its neck, which is horrible, I know, but that's what we used to call them at home when I was learning to sew, at my mother's knee. Okay, so if you pull that slowly, I find it doesn't knot on you. Okay, so that's, now the button's on there, and I'll cut off any loose bits later. And I'm going to attach this, and see, I haven't done a trial run, so I don't know, but I'm going to make sure that it works. So I thought I'd just give it a few twists and see if that holds. And then I'm going to put this around here. Let me see, will that go? Boy, I hope it's going to work. Let me see here. Not sure if that's going to be long enough. It's supposed to be. You know what I'm going to do? My original idea was to sew this as a kind of a tassel on the back. So I think I'm going to do that, because otherwise I don't believe I'm going to have enough. So I'm going to do it this way. Hope you can see that. I'm going to do it this way. And I will sew that on real quick. And I'll go back later maybe and fix it up a little better at the back. But these are scrap projects. I just want to show you. I've got a bunch that I'm working on, and I thought I would show you how they look and how to do it, or how I do it. So I'm just going through there and just sewing that on, not too tight, a little bit loosely, because I want to just make sure it's going to work. And I like it. It gives a little bit of a Christmassy look, doesn't it? To there. Okie doke, that's going to do it. Okay, so that's that. Now, so this can come over my Noel bag, and this can go around there. And of course these are long, maybe too long, so I will probably, don't think I want to cut them. I think I want to leave them like that, and I'll add something maybe to them, I don't know. Okay, so that's, anyway, that's that one. Then while I was working on that, I had all these leftover little pieces from the edge, and I decided I would make tags from that. And so I haven't been able to finish them, but I'll just show you what I did. And for this set, I've just collaged some fabrics together, and I did 1, 2, 3, 4, and I mounted them to cardstock. So first of all, I sewed a little collage of the fabrics that were left over, and then I picked out some words from my scraps that I've got a thing of words, and I'm going to put those there. But instead of sewing them, I'm going to glue those, just because there's enough going on. So I thought I would just glue them. I've gone around the edge a little bit with some ink. Okay, so this one says Hope. These are Christmas tags. And when I finally put them together, this is too long here. So when I finally put them together, I will be, you know, fixing up the edge a little bit and maybe putting some little bead on there. But not today. Now this one is another one. This one says Monet. We just had a Monet exhibit here in Hawaii, and it was quite amazing, really. It was like being in a hologram, and I had seen the exhibit when I was in France, so I thought I would go and see it and how I could compare it. It didn't compare. The one I saw in France was in a cave, and I liked it a lot better. Anyway, and then they had the Van Gogh, and I had also seen a Van Gogh previously, so, but I did go to it because I like his artwork, and I like to sort of mimic his painting style if I can. So there we have, these are the tags that are going to go inside this, and that they will be finished with, as I said, a little red bead or something, and trimmed up a little bit. But I just wanted to show you what you can do with the leftovers. And Noel. So talk to you soon. Goodbye. This is Lola in Hawaii.